Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Hunterman, and this is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So, have I said in a while that I hate games with multiple subtitles? I do. I'm not a fan. As soon as a Metroid Prime game doesn't have a number and it has a subtitle, it'll be even worse. It'll be even worse. Molly and I have been talking Zelda timeline stuff, so if you ever want to catch me live, those of you who are on YouTube, and have discussions such as that in between the breaks of recordings, feel free to catch me at twitch.tv/HunterMun. Now I'm turning around and going back the way I came because I want to take this double jump. Because I think that's what's happening here. Yep, I could not have done that in a previous run without the double jump. You're all gonna take me at once? You need to get consent. Like, that's not cool. Oh, right, I can't block that. I knew that. Or at least not yet.
You cannot defeat our might. Brothers, aid me! Move it!
Oh, wait. You guys didn't die?
You cannot stand against us.
Whatever, be dead. Achievement! Look out below! Sent 25 enemies over the ledge. Am I supposed to take that symbol to mean spider? Because that's what it says to me. Actually, that's too many limbs to be a spider. Molly says, decline is when he fails to kill Ganon. Child is Zelda sends you back in time to relive your childhood. You learn about Ganon's plan and warn her, and then you go to Majora's Mask World instead with the Ocarina of Time, but eventually they sentence Ganon to death, which is how Twilight Princess starts. Twilight Princess starts with Ganon to death? I don't remember that at all. The only thing I remember about Twilight Princess is being a wolfie, which was the best part.
Not without equipment.
Die! You'll rot in the
Oh shit! What a twist! Ah! Fall by death. Yes, of course, I'll do the whole thing over again. Game developers, I appreciate this mechanic, but at the same time, you've got to figure out how to make this less janky. I don't care what game you are. I don't care if you're Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I don't care if you're Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. God damn it. Less jank. I require less jank. Also, that right there, that spawn point needs a little bit more lead up. I love how game players like myself who care about this stuff talk to the developers as if they're watching.
You sure know how to have fun.
Wait, hold on. Is that missing a piece of geometry? Yep. Damn it, game. Begins the timeline. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, right. Yeah, it's weird that basically young Link spoiling the future by saying, hey, Zelda, you need to kill Ganon because he's going to be a problem. Like, take him out, basically. Is that Link messing up and getting himself killed early? It's a little funny. It's also a little twisted. I'm sorry, what noises are these? Oh, there's a rope. I didn't see that rope. Zelda lore, a little bit messy. Not like Metroid lore, which is mostly straightforward. With the exclusion of how badly written other M is. Precision evade. When performing a precision evade, Cal briefly slows enemies and recovers a small amount of force. That might mess me up, but we're gonna pick it up. Wait, hold on. Am I even doing that? Excuse me, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Have I been doing that? Pull... Wait, what's precision evade? Hold on. I don't know if I've actually been doing precision evade.
Having a good time, BD?
Molly asks, was the failed timeline of Ocarina the one that leads to A Link to the Past? He gets all 3 pieces of the Triforce, becoming the Demon King. That's A Link to the Past. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't be doing this right now, but one second. When the hero is defeated, that leads to the decline of Hyrule, which leads to A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages Seasons, Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes, the original Legend of Zelda, and then the Adventure of Link. So it is, up until Ocarina of Time, basically the timeline we've been aware of. Ocarina of Time causes... Zelda 5 causes Zelda 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2.
That's not opening.
That's not opening? Why is that not opening? That's not colored blocked, is it? No, that would be more red. Fine, I'll turn around and go the other way. What the physics hell? Why don't you go crawl through a crack or something?
You will go no further.
Stand aside.
No. He was right about you.
Who? What?
Jedi are thieves and selfish liars who bring nothing but death.
Back off. If you attack me again, I'll strike you down.
Oh, I won't do a thing. But my murdered sisters.
Zombos? We're having Star Wars Zombos?
They will have their revenge.
No one asked for Star Wars Zombos. Way to go. Well, at least they're as thick as Zombos. Let's see here. Yoink! I wouldn't have been able to... Actually, I didn't have force pull yet, either. Before... Oh, okay. More undead. Can't believe we just said more undead. Is this...
Leave this place.
Hi, you think I don't see you? We all see you.
Stim here, BD. Nice throw, BD.
The goofiest thing about Zelda having multiple timelines is that it didn't need them. Nintendo came out and was like, hey, actually, Ocarina of Time, everybody's favorite game, except for Huntermon, actually split the timeline in 3. Did you know that? Here, this explains all of the games. And I'm like, 1, I don't really think that explains all the games, and 2, why? Storyteller-wise, who does it benefit to have the timeline split in 3? Especially if you're not going to do a Zelda game based upon multiple timelines. Yes, Ocarina of Time screwed with time, and I think it's not the only game in the series in which time stuff shows up, but Ocarina's not your favorite, Molly? Well, that's cool. Ocarina is a lot of people's favorites. So many that it's bothersome. I actually thought it wasn't that good of a game. Minish Cap and Link's Awakening are probably your favorites? You know what? That's a bigger reason for me to play Minish Cap then, because I've never played it. I do really like Link's Awakening, even if I've never finished it before. It would probably be my... Let me think about it. 5th favorite Zelda? Probably be my 5th favorite Zelda. There are a lot of Zeldas, too. Is anybody getting the feeling that there's something Spoder-like in here because there's creepy crawly noises? You love Oot, but it's not your favorite? The music in Minish Cap is so good. Okay, cool. My order right now goes... A Link to the Past and Breath of the Wild are fighting each other. So one of those takes 1 and one of those takes 2. Followed by... Followed by A Link Between Worlds.
You will pay for their death.
And... then Link's Awakening, so yeah, that's 5. Trying to figure out why I would have a regular bladed lightsaber after this. Hey, Spoder. Or whatever you are. I got you. Cool. After those 5 games... Well, I haven't played a... I haven't actually beaten that many Zeldas, actually, now that I think about it. I think I've beaten 1, and 2, and 3...
Why does that Night Sister keep following us? Sierra called them Force Wielders, and I've never seen it used this way before. We better stay on our toes. Wait, do you have toes?
And... I almost beat, Ocarina of Time.
Creature is? Let's hope we don't find out.
But 1, I saw a friend beat the game, and 2, I got that glitch where you pick up a key in the wrong order in the water temple and you basically make it unable to progress forward. At least without spending another half a decade getting a walkthrough written. So that you can figure out what way you were supposed to go back through it and pick up the key you missed. Where's everybody talking? Something like that. I got to the water temple in Ocarina of Time and I did not get beyond it. And then I saw somebody beat the game and I felt no... impetus? No desire to beat the game. Apparently that is not a rope I can climb. Why is that not a rope I can climb? Where does that not go? That looks like a way back. New objective added to map. Well, it says, yeah, if you could pick the wrong key, you have to go in the middle room with the water risen, use the iron boots, and go under the spikes. An extra key. It sounds easy, but it's... yeah, I totally lost my place in... I was right. I can drop that thing. Hold on. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Oh, this is probably a green get the power to interact with this object force ability something something, yes? Or it's just a ladder, and green means that the... or it's just an elevator, I should say, and green just means it here. Okay, problem solved. Then, basically, I tried every console Zelda game for a long, long time, until I just realized that they'd fallen into this terrible, terrible...
Be wary of their mischief, brother.
I'll rip their legs off and drain their poison.
bad interpretation of A Link to the Past that was, in my opinion, Ocarina of Time, and just became the Zelda formula. And until A Link Between Worlds, where they tried something different and it was awesome.
Think we're getting close to a village?
Paint glyphs using acid. Interesting. And A Link Between Worlds was so awesome and different in that it shook up the way you play a Zelda game, that when they started talking about Breath of the Wild, I had some real faith in how that would actually play out because of how good Between Worlds was. And that faith was rewarded because it is really good, and it's even more Link Between Worlds than Link Between Worlds is.
Death is coming for you.
Don't lose sight of him.
Okay, this is getting too much.
Your defeat is assured.
Molly says the only Zelda games I haven't played was A Link Between Worlds and Breath of the Wild. I am getting a bit miffed at the survival tactics of Breath of the Wild, so I couldn't get into it. Well, if you like A Link to the Past, you will almost absolutely like A Link Between Worlds.
I can smell your fear.
It plays on that game's nostalgia a little bit, but also what it does is it kind of remixes the experience into something different and unique, and has a really cool gameplay mechanic. Well, a couple of really cool gameplay mechanics. Not the least of which is the old school variety of how Zelda used to be, where like sometimes the item you would get wouldn't be a key item. It would be like an upgrade or a progress or something like that. Like, you know how Zelda, especially in like Ocarina of Time, if I remember correctly, turned into beat half the dungeon, get the item to help you beat the other half of the dungeon. Like, wait, what? What are we doing? I'm sure if you guys start playing Duel of the Fates, if you have access to the ability to play A Link Between Worlds, I highly recommend it. I borrowed it from a friend who freaked out on me on Facebook a few years ago, and we're not talking anymore, but I returned it to them. But I mean, but still, it's one of those games I might literally play again because you could play it a different way, which is another selling point of Breath of the Wild.
I will stop this brutality.
You guys fire a little too slow for me to take advantage of this attack. The Wanderer, angry grunts and
Someone was
struggles?
hunted here.
Huh. The Night Brothers chasing someone through the swamp, someone they feared. There's a swamp? Ollie says, I loved A Link to the Past. I wanted to like Breath of the Wild, but I don't like having to carry 50 weapons that die in like 2 hits and having to go into my inventory so damn much to eat and change weapons and clothes. Wait, doesn't the game have difficulty levels now that you like? That sounds like you're just... Well, in any event. I didn't mind in Skyward Sword where shields broke, but they lasted super long time. It would be different, but in Breath of the Wild, to kill one bokoblin, I had to use 3 different weapons and it was too much. I mean, the further you get into the game, the bigger the weapons are, but I agree if there is one mechanic I would want them to rethink, it would be the item degradation. Because for me, I think it works in the game to switch up weapons, but also, by and large, they do break too much. Like if you do some magical work, maybe if they work like that, but later in the game you could get to the point where you could magically reinforce them so they stop doing that. That would also be pretty cool.
Brothers, intruders!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where do I think the next thing is? Damn. Too much Zelda, not enough Star Wars. 1 second. If I go down here, I can open up this door, recreate a checkpoint, and unfortunately respawn all the enemies. But I've been going on too long and getting myself beat up being distracted talking with chat. That I'm about to die. So instead of dying, I'm gonna open up this quick travel and this shortcut and respawn all the dudes and stuff.
Okay, BD. What is it?
Lightsaber sleeve acquired, power and control. No, we don't have to change topics, Molly. I just have to acknowledge that I'm getting beaten up by talking and playing at the same time, but that's one of the things you have to get used to when you're streaming. And, you know, these things are like getting in free hits and doing double counters and poisoning me and stuff, so hold on a second. Let me just do this real quick. I can just go immediately back the way I came, it's just that everybody's gonna respawn a skill tree. Okay, maybe it's... Do we want to go for Cal having more hit points? Improve stims or maximum health? Let's go for maximum health first, and then we'll go for stims next time. Because that'll give me more overall health to lose. Rest. Okay. So Molly says the degradation wasn't even bad, it was just every weapon I got was almost dead, so I had like 40 weapons with 2 hits left. I was so focused on going into my inventory that I couldn't focus on the beauty of the game. I get that it gets better and easier, but I don't want to wait. I want to enjoy the game at the beginning. Oh, no, I mean, I get you. Totally a valid complaint. for me, for my money, the thing that I thought Breath of the Wild lacked really, oh right, everything is back, was having proper dungeons. Oh right, I forgot they explode into poison when they die. Damn it. Like, the weapon degradation, and you know what, to anybody who might be wondering, I played the game without ever getting the Master Sword. Like, I finished the game without ever getting the Master Sword. The Master Sword, you can, like, reforge it, and it will be a item that can never break in your inventory. It just, like, loses its power, and it recharges over time, basically. Which why I was saying, like, you could, if you could make it so that you could magically reinforce things, that would lead into that like you do with the Master Sword, and that would be kind of cool.
Enemy! Prepare to die, Jedi.
Lead, Herman. You cannot.
I can. Alright, I did that much better the second time. But some people brutally hate the item degradation in, and I get it. I do. I thought that was an alley of all the spiked plants, but it was not. Shit. Hi, guys.
Prepare to die, outsider.
Molly asked if she can turn off the degradation. That would be great. Just felt like they took the focus away from what made Zelda and focused too hard on the dumb open world survival fad that was going on. Oh, I don't really think it had to do with the open world survival fad. The thing is, Molly, and this, we may disagree about this, but I think Breath of the Wild is the game you would have made in 2017 if you looked at the blueprint of the game Shigeru Miyamoto was trying to make in 1986, I think it was. Might have been earlier than that, when he was making the original Zelda. To me, Breath of the Wild is the most original Zelda since the original Zelda. So, the way you could get lost in that game, the way you could not know what dungeons were left, the way you had to, like, take hints and burn a bush to find one of the dungeons, and all the stuff, right? Collect all the Triforce to even be able to see Ganon. Like, what is this dripping? And so, I love Breath of the Wild because after years and years... After years and years of not having a Zelda like Zelda, we finally got one. Damn it. Do you also want some? You did. You did also want some. Cool. Well, I had some for you. Alright. Oh, is this one of those occasions where when I zoom out, I find out I'm going... Wait, where am I going? Oh, jeez. I don't even know how to get there. Alright, one thing I'm actually not liking about this game is just the game going... Keep going to the next place. Like... This would be a very interesting way of approaching an open world game if you took all of these mini planets locations and put them together. I remember feeling kind of the same way about... Oh, that's obviously a run across. Ah! Look before you turn around, apparently. I remember feeling the same way about Metroid Prime Corruption, where I was just like, why did you make this into 3 smaller chunks of planets, or 4? Or 5? Whatever, instead of 1.
What's
What's
this?
wrong? Oh no.
Good scan, BD.
Spider domestication? Night Brothers only recently began efforts to domesticate the Bane-backed spider. Without the Night Sisters' magical oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was antivenoms, everyone. Antivenoms. The task has occasionally proven deadly. However, if a spider is captured young and raised alongside a Night Brother, it will bond with him and become a long-lasting companion. Oh, that's terrible. Then again, I've had friends who had spiders as a pet, so... Luckily, not while I knew any of my friends with arachnophobia. Like the mechanic and the mystery of the first Zelda, that's why I love the water temples so much. They made me think about stuff and remember things and use my map, but I hate the way weapons break so fast. I hear you. I hope that they take everyone's somewhat limited criticisms that we all have about Breath of the Wild and just do everything they did in Breath of the Wild, but better, and then do everything that we asked them to do and they didn't, or that needed improvement, and do that in the sequel, and make us all very happy. Make us all very happy. I want us all to be very happy. Could you stop shooting at me? I'm trying to do something. Cut it out. Okay, there's my next save area. Okay, that is not... It's weird that I can see it from so far away. Hold on. Oh, I thought that was going to be, like, a super dark area. Like, I don't know. I just faffed about in Breath of the Wild, getting lost and deciphering things from the landscape and interacting with NPCs and stuff. Did I literally just jump back to where I started from? Yes, I did. Because I am a distracted dingus. Oh, that's paragraph. Molly says... Hold on, wait. What time are we? Okay. Molly says, I can't befriend people with spiders. Yeah, okay. Every person I knew that had a pet spider were extreme about my dislike and accused me of being an animal abuser? And tried to force their spider love on me. One of my friends even brought her tarantula to my house and tried to put it on me, and I almost killed it trying to get away, so... I just don't talk to people with spiders anymore? Well, first of all, that friend doesn't own a spider, and also that friend has a great respect for phobias and OCD. What was that noise? So, that friend would not do that to you. Also, I can't help but think that would have... Wait, hold on. Why can I see that... Why can I see that sun? Is that sun setting now? Is time of day passing? Or is that a moon lit up by the sun? That might be a moon. A different moon. The one that isn't blocking the sun. Okay, where am I jumping to? Game, where am I going? There's a big door directly in front... No, there's not. I'm going down onto this ledge. And then I'm going that way? I'm going that way. No, that's okay, Molly. I like the paragraphs. But I had a moment of, oh no, how much time has gone by in this episode. Remember, guys, if you want to catch these conversations live and participate yourself, that's twitch.tv/Hunterman. Okay, so this is the way I'm going. Yes. I got confused. Oh no, it's dark. Just because we're talking about an unrelated game, I mean, we can do that. I talk about unrelated games all the time. It's part of my expertise, being a jack-of-all-trades video game player. I'm not great at any but a select few games or types of games, but I have a lot of gaming knowledge that I want to turn into new games. Speaking of which, oh no, I'm gonna have to charge my watch. But speaking of which, I need to purchase RPG Maker, the newest one. I need to just bite the bullet and do it, because I need to start making game. I could put it off. I could keep making a prototype. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into this room. Anybody bets on whether this is a boss fight arena? Because it looks like a boss fight arena to me. I hope that's the sound of water and not of pitter-patter. Oh. I did not get out of the way the correct direction with that. Oh, right. Final SWAT. Got me on the final SWAT. I was also hoping it was not. I think it was all water, though. Huh. Eh? Wait, so this is just where he started from? This isn't an actual... Oh, Echo. Give me lore!
Sacrifices to set an example.
Oh. Wait, do I need that anymore, though? I guess I do. Get over here! Close. Do 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 do. What am I standing on? Boom! Is there a guy standing around the corner? No, I hate it when there's a guy standing around the corner. It's a cheap move, developers. Cheap move. I say that and I immediately start thinking of a way I would do it in my game if I was doing it. Probably give them an idle animation so that you could barely see them around a corner. So that you'd have to actively not be paying attention to where you're going and that you could have seen them if you'd paid attention. I'm sorry, violin? What was that? Oh no. What is this now?
This must be where the Knight brothers live. Through there? Not unless we have no other choice. Yeah, that figures.
Hi. Yeah, this looks like this is probably going to be a whole thing. So, to anybody who is watching later on the YouTubes, I thank you for watching. This has been Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I've been Hunter Munn, and I will see you in the future.